All right, we're back online, and we return to the scene here. The group is slowly getting pulled together, getting themselves ready to go off and face the Lizzies. Um, what exactly their plan is or what they are going to do is somewhat unclear, but definitely they're going out there, and they seem to have geared up. They know the terrain a little bit as a result of Craig's reconnoitering, his mystic sort of scan, and Constable Bippers is bringing a. He's looking. He's the one who comes real decked out, sort of after everyone's already assembled. He's there like full jacket on, just like looking. He looks obviously like he's definitely got a situation going on downstairs again as a result of being so jacked up here. And sort of the gang has been through their dark night of the soul. They've had some time to recharge and reevaluate their situation, and they're stepping out into this next challenge. So they're obviously cutting a pose on the scene, and from behind them, for the first time since the party last night, Stalin and Mahlin and Colin emerge and sort of assemble before them. And hold on, I lost my beard. I genuinely lost it. Others. Okay, wow. Look at you guys, looking good, okay? Oh, yes. I think you can do it. I think you are the ones who are going to find Rahlin, going to find the Lizzies. I don't know what you're going to do, but I think you can do it, okay? Look at this. You got the wand working again. You all, you got a net. That's cool, too. So, we're going to do something for you. This is Dwarven tradition. We're going to sing you a dwarf song, and you will be blessed, and you will be strong, and you will kill the lizards, choke them, maybe squash some eggs or something. Okay. Haha. So, all right. Round up here, boys. Deep down below, hammers fall and bellows blow, where an ancient river flowed. Now is found the buried road. Carved rock and chiseled stone, hewn to dwarven flesh and bone, mountains move through will alone to clear the buried road. Tunnels vast and deep and long, held the pillars stout and strong, echoing our dwarven song along the buried road. Deep, deep down below, hammer fall and bellows blow. Blades on high, the forges glow. Lay we down the buried road. Swinging kick and driving wedge, turning drill and pulling dredge, we fulfill our sacred pledge to build the buried road.
lights and go to smell. All beneath the open veils within the very road. Deep, deep down below, how the fallen bellows blow. Far we come and far to go, still we lay the very road. A one, a two, a 1, 2, 3. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I served my time and I served it well. I dug so deep that it's almost hell. The nights are cold and the cupboards lean. For dwarven crew 6514. Boom, low, low, low. Low, 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 low. Low, 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 low. Life is hard on the merry road. Times are hard, as my brother said. Our youngest brother played second head. We do our best, but we just scrape by. It's so damn hard, I could almost cry. Low, 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 low. Low, 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 low. Low, 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 low. Keeping it together on the very road. I don't like you search folks. Don't rocks and tall as oaks. Things down here get really tight. Couldn't trust you in a fight. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I live my life on the very road. Will we pass this final test? Are we doomed to come to rest? Round in a last on the blest. In the very road.
All right.
Woo! That was amazing.
I know.
Awesome.
Thank you. We have a lot of time to practice, you know. I'm sorry about someone's timing over here. Not the best, as we say. So, I believe that you can do it. You can find them. Go out. Get you some.
I am pumped.
Right?
My back hurts already.
And you head off down the tunnel. The dwarven camp at your back, and an uncertain encounter with the Lizzies before you. Let's do a turn order here. By my measure, we're at, let's see. Oh, shit. 6:40 means we got probably about 20 more minutes of playtime. So let's start a march order here. Let's do an old-fashioned initiative. We don't do it that much, so let's just roll it. We're going to base it on grace and just highest D20. Show me what you got.
6.
25.
Say your name along with it.
Yannick, 25.
Thank you.
Effie, 22.
Pippers 6.
Vincent,
Craig.
20.
Craig 1.
Okay.
Alka, 7.
All right. So Yannick, shield in hand, steps out ahead of the party, leads the way. The rest follow in suit. Effie, Vincent, Alka, Bippers, and Craig takes up the tail. Yannick, you walk off into the tunnel, and it's very, very dark. Does anybody have a torch lit?
Man, I really should have brought a torch. Does anyone have one of those?
I've got a lantern.
That'll work.
Here you go. Just make sure you bring it back to me.
All right.
The lantern is very sticky.
The stickier, the better.
That's so you don't lose it.
So Bippers, you've got a pretty big wand back there. I thought we were capturing these Lizzies. What is our plan, guys? Are we just gonna melt them?
This is a contingency plan in case anybody does need to be melted.
Are you talking about the wand that he's holding or the wand in his pants?
I think we all know which wand I'm talking about.
Well, the actual
In
ones
his pants.
about this game.
Having some strange dreams again, huh?
No, they're totally normal.
Is Evie doing okay in the dark?
No, I will not be. I'm doing okay because I'm inspired. But no, I need as long as I'm right behind Yannick. So if you have lit that lantern, I will be a-okay.
All right, so
Thank you for remembering my weakness.
yes, so the water gets a bit deeper, and before long, you're all in like waist deep water, walking through this tunnel. It's getting a bit narrower, and the end of the dwarven architecture is becoming clear. You're lit at this point by a single lantern that Yannick is holding out with his offhand, and everyone has in reserve a single point that they can spend. This is the dwarf blessing. So when you elect, you can roll advantage on a roll. So that's the little dwarf song blessing. You come to a spot where the tunnel begins to narrow, and really probably only two people could fit through at the same time. This is the sort of looks like the deepest. This is that little hump that we were talking about, where like you're gonna have to sort of, if you have gear you're trying to keep dry, hold it up above your head as you like dip under and go full, commando basically.
Before we go through all of this, I had an idea that Bippers could kind of shoot where it dips down to kind of clear.
Way ahead of you, buddy.
All right, yeah.
Because we also have the dynamite, I have the sticky stuff. We could stick dynamite to the hump. He could shoot it if we need to, or if that's overkill. I don't know.
All right, so Yannick's out front, and I'll place everyone else in order, and you guys tell me what your plan is to move through this hallway.
So is the ceiling dipping down to the water? Like, do we have to go under the water, or is it just like up to our necks?
Yeah, the water just gets deep at this point. Obviously, not everybody's the same height, but it's getting to the point where, there's a narrow spot between, there's only maybe, a foot of space between the top of the water and the archway of the cave tunnel.
Okay, well, I'm happy to blast this thing, but I'm gonna need some somnium crystals.
Seeing as it was something I brought up, I have a somnium crystal for you.
Oh wait, what order are we in? Wait, are you gonna tell us?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got Yannick out front, Effie's trailing behind, Vincent, Alka, Bippers, and Craig in the back.
So what's the plan here, guys? Is someone going to
Yeah.
swim ahead, or what's going on?
I'll cut ahead and I'll just shoot that area as soon as you hand me that somnium.
I pass it up forward.
All right. So I guess I'll go ahead and fire up the drill.
All right, so you load a piece of somnium up. It sort of dissolves and electrifies the propellant crystals. They start to whir up, and there's this slow like chuk 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 chuk, like this little clicking as the two barrels sort of like revolve in anticipation of being fired. And you got those two big brass triggers between your fingers there, feeling like a big shot.
So I'm not sure how the turn order works and how you want to play this, but I would, if it possible, I would like to like kind of stand behind Bippers in like case to like back him up from it, like blasting him across the room.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming that this is going to push Bippers to the top of the order if we're all just letting him kind of The order and to start out with is going to be congruous with the position.
Okay.
So we got Bipper's heads up front. He can have one person next to him. Who's standing next to him?
Volunteers.
Craig.
Right.
Big dude.
All right.
All right.
I'll just kind of stand near him, like behind him, kind of like as a brace.
Yeah, kind of like a spot me here.
Yeah, and I can like forego my like next turn or whatever to do this. I don't really care.
And so while you're in the blast apron, Constable Bippers, you are going to have reduced movement. You're going to move at half speed. So you'll have to move twice, spend twice as much to move, the same distance. So, all right, you're going to let loose. Go ahead and you don't even need to aim. You've got it dialed in. You let loose and whoosh, there's a big like kind of red blast, like, and kind of like it has a few sustained seconds, and then it makes this spark off, and a good chunk of the top of the hallway chunks off, and so you wouldn't have to dip down to get under there anymore. You could just kind of walk through, and it's going to be sort of chest or neck level water there.
Well, everyone, let's go through now that we can. And I put my drill up.
All right. So is everyone going to march in order here to go through the hallway?
I'm gonna take up the rear again, but I'd also like to leave one of my pots of the pitch behind, right here at the entrance, or like where it changes.
Yeah, I'll fall back to my original order as well.
Okay.
I don't know as the bait at what point I move to the front. I'm feeling unsure about the plan.
Just articulate it to your fellows here.
I'll slap you on the back and say, "Go ahead, go get them."
Okay, so what was the net for? I made this net. I don't even know why. Like, who should I give it to?
It's a pretty small net, right? Like a foot by a foot.
I'll take it and I'll throw it onto a lizard before it comes to get you.
Yeah, that was Vincent's idea. He can execute it
All right,
for us.
Here's my net, Vincent.
Thank you. Now don't go looking like a lizard, or I might trap you on accident.
I'm very clearly the road killer.
Road killer.
All right. So you move through the water. The hallway narrows out again and becomes much wider, and it widens up into sort of a bigger space. It's hard to tell just by lantern light here, what the precise dimensions are. And I want everyone to make I want Yannick, Effie, and Vincent to make a vision check for me. They can see it. And actually, Effie, you're going to have a disadvantage right now at your vision check.
And how does that work?
You will roll 2 dice, 2 d20s, and you'll take the worst roll.
Vincent got a 20.
I got a 15. Yannick.
I got a 10. Wah, wah.
All right, so Yannick and Vincent, you guys see that you can barely make it out, but you've entered this large sort of dome-like cavernous space, and you see that the water ends on sort of a rough little section of like rocky kind of beach, and up from there only a thin bit of sort of river continues, and as you follow it through, you see ahead 2 strange sort of spire-like structures. It's hard to tell what they're made out of, maybe like sticks or strips of leather or possibly broken bones. It's kind of indeterminate. But you see these 2 structures ahead here. And we'll start with Yannick.
Everyone, I think we're coming up to their base. If we're going to use bait, we should probably send her ahead now.
Bring the bait.
Although we did make a lot of noise, so.
So
Okay.
I
Sorry.
I'm sorry, no, you're good. I have one more idea to add to this. I've got that silly like taunts like pro wrestling, like, oh, you were like talking nonsense to like make people come out. Could I be like Alka's hype man to the road killer?
All right. So to successfully use this ability, you are going to have to give a rousing speech, hype up performance here. But you
Okay.
go ahead and step out. And Alka, what are you doing in preparation for this?
So I'm just gonna say to the group here, if something goes terribly wrong, I have these flares, and I'm gonna shoot off a flare. And if you see the flare, you need to come to my rescue, please.
And before we get going, I wanna gift you guys all with a little dance that will keep your grace skill up and at an advantage. for
All
this.
right.
So I'm still thinking, I'm getting a little bit of like a boom, 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 and I'm snapping.
Oh, I definitely want some like backing music to my nonsense I'm about to have to spew.
Boom, 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 and I'm just wiggling around in the water. And now that's it.
And Alka, you've got your net out, or what did you say?
No, I got my flares.
Oh,
I
that's
just,
right.
Because I'm just telling everybody that, just so you know, I
Will
have a
not leave
flare,
you.
and I will shoot it off in an emergency if nobody comes to my rescue when it's a dire situation.
All right. Vincent and Lord Yannick, any preparations you guys are making before Craig steps out?
No, I'm just gonna, when Alka leaves, I'm gonna trail her at a hidden distance so I can throw the net on whoever comes first.
All right.
Nothing for me.
Okay. And so Craig steps out from the group a bit and starts his spiel.
Okay. You might need to give me like 5 seconds so I can kind of muster up what I'm gonna do here.
All right. So everyone's sort of in place. There is lantern light being cast, and there is some red glow from the wand that makes you guys somewhat visible here in the darkness. And the water trails off before you. There's a really light sort of lapping current from you guys walking through it, this little wake that ripples out across and towards the beach. And you can't be certain, but you think there might be motion somewhere behind these structures. So, Craig.
The road killer, you call her. But she can kill more than that. Lizzie's, men made of mud, flaming skeletons. The road killer is unbeatable. She fell off a cart flying faster than I've ever gone. She stood up like nothing happened. She encountered how many of you? And what did you do? Nothing. She is here. She wants her dwarf. Yeah, so better bring it out.
All right. So you start hyping, and I want everybody to make a vision check.
I got a 12. Or a
Yep.
13.
Vincent got a 10.
Yannick 10.
I assumed disadvantage again and got a 7.
Alka got a natural 20, and then my vision is a 3.
Okay. So most of you see movement up ahead from behind here, and slowly from the surface of that little river area and from the beach quite nearby you, scaled heads start to raise up out of the water. A couple right nearby here, and a couple more a ways back. And
Yeah, I think your camera's off, by the way.
oh, really? Let me check this. Oh, have I switched scenes here mistakenly? Oh, I see. Sorry about that, guys. Wait a minute. I'm not sure what's happening here. Oh, there we go. Can you see that?
It's a situation.
All right. So yeah, all this raises up. Huh? No, well, it's part of the gallery view there. I'll switch back to gallery view. Okay. And so you see reptilian forms rise up out of the water, some kind of horrendous cross between man and lizard and fish. They have like gills and flaps and spikes here and there, sometimes gelatinous folds, almost like a jellyfish or something. And they're hideous to behold. I want everyone to make a vigor check.
Peppers 8.
Effie 10.
Vincent 11.
17.
Alka 18.
Craig 11.
All right. Anybody who got less than a 12 is hit by like a nauseating stench. They like smell really bad, like bad crotch, basically. And this is a this is a debilitating stink that sort of makes you double over and almost lose your nice dwarven lunch. Road killers, murderers. What are you doing here?
We've come for the dwarf. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
sorry.
It's okay. I was like, I'm here. I don't know if I should speak first. Well, we were here. We were hoping to get back, brother Rahlin.
You gotta be more confident.
We're here for brother Rahlin.
Yeah, we're here. Listen to the road killer.
Ooh, the smell.
I'm gonna throw up.
You should not have come here, road killers.
Well, here
I
we
agree. Oh.
And suddenly, a projectile is being loosed from these little tower structures down upon you. And I want everybody to make a grace check.
And you get a bonus from me.
How much is that bonus?
I forgot, but I think it was +1 or 2.
I'll take it.
Well, Lord Yennik got a natural one.
You have an unnatural 2 now.
Okay, so Lord Yennik, you are hit by some sort of spike projectile. It looks like sort of a quill or like a long piece of like hollowed material, and it strikes you in the shoulder and gives you a hit point of damage.
Vincent 17.
Okay, you safely dodge.
Peppers 18.
Effie 19.
Craig 15 or 14, depending on the bonus.
Alka 22.
I think it was just +1.
Craig, you're going to roll an opposed vigor check.
Ooh, I got a 24.
All right, so you get struck by one of these things, but it bounces off part of your armor, and you're not hurt by it.
Cool.
Okay, so we have entered combat, and the closest Lizzies rush through the water towards you guys. They sort of like scramble from the beach and like plunge in, and they're like immediately sort of going like snakes through the water at you. So Bippers, 2 of them are going to come up to you. And they're going to lash out at you. One just goes right at you with a bite, open mouth and maw with these like needle-like teeth kind of going in rows back in its mouth, you see, as it jumps out at you. And it's going to attempt to engage with you. So do you take the engagement?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Real quick, I should be up by Craig,
Okay.
just so in case that impedes the game or something.
There we go.
Yeah, because we were using her as bait and whatnot.
Yeah. Is anything else out of place from what you guys can tell?
I mean, I almost would think that the rest of the team would kind of be like back a little bit further than us two. I kind
Okay.
of imagine, personally, I imagine that as like me and Alka up there while everybody else is like kind of waiting. in
I
the
also
shadows.
have a overhead cam here. Hold on. I think it's this one. And there we go. That's not going to be helpful. Anyways, sorry, what did you say?
I was just saying, I imagined it was just me and Alka kind of up front and center,
Oh,
and then
okay.
everybody else was kind of like behind us. But I don't want to speak for what everybody else is doing, if that's wrong.
That's right. Okay. Well, we'll say Craig's there since Bippers was kind of in on the action. We'll say he's a little bit up closer, and
Yeah,
one of
he's a
them
little
goes
slow anyway.
goes past you at that guy. So that's our little retcon. Okay. The distance doesn't show up as well here, I guess. In any case, it's representational. So Bippers is in exchange with this one that swum past you guys, and he accepted the engagement. So we're going to go right off to opposed vigor checks here.
I've got a 19 there.
So you'll just be rolling your vigor dice. So whichever that is, probably D4, but could be D6.
It's only a D6 if you have 6 or higher.
What am I doing? Okay, well, I got a 1.
Okay. Whoa.
That's
So yes, so the Lizzie latches off to you and chomps on you and sinks its teeth into your arm for a point of damage here. And then another Lizzie goes for Alka through the water. Same deal, jumps out towards you. Do you engage or no?
I will engage, and also as a reminder, I get +2 to defense and engaging with animals because of my animal sense.
Oh, okay. So total +4?
Well, it just says +2 defense / engage with animals. So I think it just means like whether I'm defending or choosing to engage. So because I'm choosing to engage, I get +2.
I see. Okay, yeah. So that'll just give you to engage. No, this will mean you're choosing to engage. So you're just there's no bonus relevant. You just are engaged or you're not. So if you were trying basically in allowing yourself to be engaged, that means on your next turn you don't have to roll to engage. You're already engaged to attack. But it means you're accepting that counter vigor check basically.
Okay.
You get that?
Yeah, it's just in my definition it says +2 defense / engage with animals. So I
right. And so
okay.
If you chose to resist the engagement, that would come into play.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
Just means that you're better at getting into it with an animal,
got it.
effectively.
Yeah, if you were the one attacking the lizard person, wanting to mess them up, that would give you the +2. And whereas now you also have the defensive option to say no to it, and you get a bonus to saying back away from me.
Okay, I got it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. So it's trying to chomp at you. You're going to roll opposed vigor with it. So whatever your vigor dice is.
I got a 1.
All right. So you also get chomped. I'll let you decide where and take a point of damage.
Okay. I get chomped below the kneecap, my right kneecap.
Ouch. All right. A third Lizzie swims over towards you, Craig. Do you engage?
Oh, yeah, I'm engaging.
All right. And so it pounces out of the water at you. And this one has spines up its forearm. And it sort of is crossing its forearm at you and sort of slashing downwards. It doesn't have as pronounced a mouth, though it does have a long dangling tongue coming out. So go ahead and roll your opposed vigor there.
I got a 4.
All right, so you kind of grab and push it aside. You're now kind of wrestling with it, but it has not landed purchase on you yet. Okay, now the turn order is going to go to Yannick.
Yeah, I'm gonna lower my shield and walk up to the closest Lizzie, which looks like I can't actually tell who the person right in front is. Is that Bippers?
Yeah.
Yep. I'll go up to that one. That's probably all I can do.
All right, you can move and attack.
I'm gonna get in a defensive like
Oh, I see.
position
Okay.
with my shield.
Yep, you're now in a defensive crouch up close, in tight with it. Effie.
I'm gonna pull my little daggers from up my sleeves into my hands and lunge towards the Lizzie that's attacking Bippers.
Okay, you jump towards that Lizzie and seek to engage. So go ahead and roll against his defense with a d20, adding your vigor.
I got a 16.
All right, so you successfully engage with the Lizzie and roll opposed vigor to successfully strike.
I got a 2.
All right, so you don't successfully hit with your dagger. It bounces off a heavy kind of plated chitinous piece on this big scaly piece on the Lizzie's back. And we move now to Alka.
Okay, I am like just wincing and a lot of pain from that chomp, but I'm gonna reach down and I still don't know exactly how it works. I know it can be harmful to me, but I'm gonna get my firebrand out and I'm gonna try to burn up these bitches. I don't know.
All right, so in a brilliant and unexpected move, Alka draws this cold metal rod from somewhere, and immediately it starts to glow and flame shoots out the top and the bottom and forms this big glowing flaming halberd, the same one wielded by the fire archon. And so there's now this dull red sort of glowing big iron poker thing, and it's long. It has reach, so it is going to be sort of unwieldy, but you have reach with it. So you're going to make an attack?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to just like swipe those 3 closest to me, the one by Bippers and then the 2 in front of me, and try not to get Craig or Bippers in that line of fire.
Does anyone happen to offhand recall the specific mechanics involving pole arms?
Well,
Because I don't, so I'm just going to make a declaration in this context.
I have a shovel and it says long arm +2 to engage.
Okay, but a pole arm is different from a long arm. Although some
Okay.
of the ways that you can't sneak when you have a pole arm. I think that you basically just have reach, and I don't think there's any other benefit off the top of my head. So you are going to be able to go ahead and sweep and make an attack here. So go ahead and are you currently engaged with any of these guys?
I'm engaged with the one, whichever one bit me. I'm sorry, I'm not sure if it's the one to my left or my right. in front
Okay,
of
so
me.
you're free to just go ahead and roll opposed vigor. You're already engaged. You can already
Okay,
strike on this
and
guy.
I get my +2 animal sense.
Yes. Well, no. Well, that's you've already engaged. This is
Okay.
just for the opposed roll. Yeah.
Okay, so I got a 22.
No. You're rolling your d4, etc.
Oh, okay, sorry. Vigor. I got a 3.
All right. So you do successfully strike this beast, and as you hit it, fire sort of bursts out of it like an instrument being struck in the forge. Sparks fly, and the firebrand grows hotter. And you can feel it now, like kind of beating sweat on your face as a result. You have another action.
Okay. Sorry. So what did it? What damage did it do to them?
It damaged him.
Okay. We just don't know how much it damaged them. Okay. I'm just gonna go in for a second swipe.
Same one.
Mhm.
Okay, go ahead and roll again.
2.
All right, so you tied with it, so this triggers a special attack. Do you have any special type of attack? If you don't, we'll have a default for the magic weapon.
I have the blood. Wait, no, I have the blood drunk one. Roll max on a hitting strike and gain 1 hit point up to max. That.
Oh yeah, that's not the same. But
Okay.
so since you're using a this magic weapon, it'll have a default special attack, and you come down and the blade is glowing hot, and you just crunch right into this thing's skull, and sort of it starts cooking. It smells like fish on the grill, and it's sort of like charring at the edges, letting out this horrible screech, and firebrand becomes very hot in your hands. To my knowledge, you don't have anything protecting your hands, right?
No.
So roll a vigor check opposed to me, and if you fail, it's going to burn your hands.
Okay, so I'm just rolling my vigor die.
Correct.
Okay. I got one.
All right, so it singes your hands a bit, and you take a point of damage from handling it. But this thing is just nuked this Lizzie in front of you. So it just sort of like bubbles off into the water with steam rising from the spot where you took it out.
And as I am finishing that sweep, I just yell, "Mahlin would be so proud."
Vincent, it is your turn.
Vincent is going to move over. I don't know if it's mirrored or not, so I'm going to say to the left.
That's you right there.
Yeah, move over to the, I guess, the other Lizzie that's attacking Alka and throw the net at him.
Okay, so you get over there and toss your net out. We'll say if you can successfully engage with the net, that it's going to be able to, it's not going to be able to move from that spot, and it's going to have a disadvantage to attack. So go ahead and roll to engage.
Cool. And do I add anything to it?
If you're throwing it, it'll be a grace. If you're just like trying to
Awesome.
I think it's going to be a grace. It's going to be
19.
Okay, so you toss the net over the Lizzie. You successfully engage with it, and it's all tangled up in the net. You have another action.
I'm gonna hit it with my shovel now.
All right, you whip across it with your shovel, and I'm gonna say it's got you're gonna be able to engage with it easily since it's snared. That's no problem. We'll roll opposed vigor checks now.
Cool. I got 3.
All right, so you tied a special attack if you have one.
I do not have a special attack, but
All right.
I'd like to knock him out.
But you smack him across the dome basically, and it definitely does damage. Rah! It screams in response. We move to Bippers.
All right. Am I still engaged with one of these dudes?
Yes, you've got one right in front of you there.
We can all, baby.
Ooh, goody. I'm gonna try to hit him with my with the wand. I don't really have any ammo, so that's pretty much all I got left.
All right, so it's still got one charge in it. You just like stick this thing right in the belly, and you let loose your blast.
Like smack him over the head with it.
Oh, you're not gonna fire it.
No, I'm gonna save. No, okay, no, you're right. I'll blast him. I'll blast him.
All right. Yeah, you're right up close to it. You stick the thing in the belly with the wand, and you pull, and it's just like a big beam goes like right through it, basically, and into the structure behind the tower, and just like lights that on fire. And so it's now like blazing over there, and this thing just like falls forward with a big hole through it. Basically, it's dead.
I scream out, "I have the power of hell!"
But it is now no longer charged. Make a vigor check for me. You have a chance to have intimidated and scare off the remaining Lizzies here.
I got 2.
Okay, so they do not seem they're obviously a little bit intimidated, but not not by anything you said. And the three ones back here, they dive in the water and disappear underwater, coming towards you. And Bippers, you have one more action.
So there's one still like.
There's
hanging
one currently engaged with Vincent under the net.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna run over there and give him just kind of kick him.
All right, so you can run over there, but you're not going to be able to attack again.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll run over there to assist.
And we move to Craig.
I'm gonna just walk up and try to like one shot KO this guy. Lizzie.
All right, you walk over. What's your attack?
Oh, I'm just punching him.
All right, yeah, that's right.
I've got that like deadly weapon
deadly
nonsense.
fist.
Wait,
So-
no, we want him knocked out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just right across right in the jaw. Ugh.
So you're trying to do knock him out, not kill.
Yeah.
Trying to do a
Yeah, yeah.
non-lethal damage.
Yes, exactly.
All right, so you give him a big wallop, and he's netted. He's going to be easy to hit. Roll opposed vigor.
I got a 2.
All right, so you tied with him. Do you have any special attacks?
I can either throw or blind him.
Okay, your choice.
Actually, can I like? Oh man, all right, so here's my idea. So I'm gonna punch him once, and then my brain, it's like, would you rather be blind or do you want me to throw you? And I'm gonna ask the Lizzie what he wants.
Okay. Ah! He just like screams.
All right, blind it is, and I'm gonna show a thumb and an eye.
All right, so you reach out. He's got these two big, like half dome, like buggy kind of frog eyes, and they are just prime for the blinding. And you just like smack the one, like a big, just like caves it in, and then you go for a slap on the other one. So it's just got these like drooping, like now just like concave frog eyes that have just been like obliterated basically. And he, goes almost limp. He's just like, defeated. He's not passed out or anything, but he's netted and has had the shit beat out of him. There are still 3 Lizzies under the water nearby. You don't know where they are. Yannick, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up and kind of just stay in a defensive position around these guys, because we can't see anyone, and yell out, "What's the plan? Are we taking this one, or should we keep going forward to try to find the
Where are you
dwarf?"
moving to, Yannick?
Huh?
Where are you moving to?
Just kind of up in that other group, I guess. I
Like
don't
up
know.
here near the
Yeah,
other. Okay.
that works. What's the plan? Are we taking this one? Or are we going to keep going forward to try to find the dwarf?
We got
I
this
say
one.
we take it. Get out of here.
I say let's go.
Yeah, I vote that.
Oh, well, I don't know. I
We've got our
I'm the
hostage.
dwarf, but yeah, I guess that's true.
Okay. So Yannick, you just moving?
Yep, and then I'm just going to stay defensive there and kind of, while they're struggling to carry this guy back, kind of take up the rear, and if these other Lizzies pop out,
All right. So you adopt a defensive position, Yannick. You're scanning around when you hear a sound behind you and a splash. A Lizzie comes up out of the water and takes a strike at you. It's going to try to engage with you. Do you accept the engagement?
I do not.
Okay, so you're trying to repel it. So it's going to attack you. And what is your defense?
19 apparently.
Okay, so it is scraping at you, but can't seem to get past your shield. We move on to Effie.
I'm gonna go knife in hand, attempt once more to. I'm gonna try to engage with the one that just tried to engage with Lord Yannick.
All right, you step forward, Effie, and you quickly catch up to this thing, and you're trying to engage with it. It accepts the engagement and engages with you. So now we roll opposed vigor. It's trying to bite at you. You're going in with your knives, right?
Yeah, I got a 3 with my vigor dice.
All right, it got a 4. It successfully rebukes you, but you guys are engaged. Not like that. And now we move to Vincent.
Vincent's gonna use a somnium to raise the dead Lizzie behind me into
Oh,
a
yeah.
skeleton.
And just so you know, guys, I'm expecting you to keep track of who you're engaged with. I need your help in that regard. So if I tell you, just keep track of it. Okay, so you're using a somnium?
Yeah, to raise that dead Lizzie.
All right, so you resurrect this Lizzie here. And with a sickening choke. Which one was this? How did this thing die? It got. Is this one that Alka killed? Oh, it got. Okay, so this thing rises up and through the empty socket in the middle of its body, like it's like entrails drip down and drip out, and through dead eyes, it kind of like babbles. It entreating you to direct it, Vincent.
And I'm going to point it over towards the tower.
And just to go there?
Yeah, just to move in that direction towards the tower.
All right, so it moves, it like kind of dives down, and although it's a little bit less aerodynamic than before, it kind of quickly swims through the water and gets up on the beach over here, heads towards the tower. And now it is Alka's turn.
Well, I would just like to say that I think that if we turned back now, we would just be giving them time to gather their forces and come at us. But right now, I think that they're still scattered enough that we might be able to infiltrate and get Rahlin. But that's just my 2 cents. So I just kind of screamed that to everybody. And then I am going to do like a vision check, I guess, to try to see the other 2 Lizzies that are swimming in the water.
Okay, make a vision check. And you're going to get a bonus because of your animal kind of sympathy thing here.
So am I rolling my vision die?
No, in this case, you're rolling the d20 and then you're adding your vision score plus your animal bonus.
20 then. Not unnatural 20.
All right. So you see that the 2 Lizzies have swum behind the group and are sort of like trying to block the exit, but you see the silhouettes under the water behind you.
Okay. Do I still have an action, or does my screaming count as an action?
No, you still have an action.
Okay. Then I'm going. I assume I still have my flaming firebrand, so I'm just gonna try to just swipe them.
Okay. So you turn around and you try to chop down through the water at the Lizzies, and firebrand is burning hot in your hands. The pain's receded. You've taken that damage, but yeah, your hands are hot, and this thing is still churning. So go ahead and roll for engagement.
Okay. I got. Do I add anything to this?
So it's a d20 plus your vigor in this case.
Okay, so I got an 11.
And then since you got that animal thing,
okay, so I got a 13.
All right, so you slash down with this thing. It sizzles in the water and cools back to a low temperature, but it does not find purchase on Lizzie. So now we go to Bippers.
All right, so I'm over by the guy with the net now.
Correct.
I guess I've got one. No, I don't have any chart. I have a half. I think I have a half somnium crystal in my wand still. My regular wand.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna fire it at the closest Lizzie. I guess the one that's semi in front of me there.
All right, so with all your strength, you hold up the grand wand on one side. You pull your offhand with the wand with the remaining charge, and blast off behind Yannick there. And I don't think you have to engage. I think you just fire because of your feats, right? For your abilities.
Yeah, I don't need to do that.
Yeah, so you take another blast of that wand, and it strikes into that thing, and it ah, screams in response. You basically shot it with a fireball. It's injured but up. You have another action.
I guess I'm going to attempt. I'm not. Am I close enough to punch him? I can't really tell here.
No, you'll have to move to get close enough to him.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna run towards him then.
All right, so you run up alongside Effie after firing that shot, and you're ready to do whatever. Craig, it's your turn again.
I'd like to look to Vincent and say, "Are we bringing down the house?" Kind of motioning towards the skeleton by the tower.
Yeah, we can bring down the house.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna run over there and do everything I can to bring that down, but also like across the way so they can't escape.
All right, so by this time, this tower has really caught fire. It's like up and burning now. And you see the skeleton running up towards it, and you catch up to the skeleton. You see through the slats and whatever this thing is made from that there's, you don't really see anything inside. Doesn't look like there's any creatures inside.
Okay.
You got another action.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to like start breaking some of those pillars of twigs in a way that it would fall.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and you successfully engage with it automatically. So go ahead and roll opposed vigor here.
I got a 2.
All right. You pull a few pieces apart. You start doing some damage to that thing. Yannick, it's your turn.
All right, I'm going to shield bash the guy in front of me.
All right.
So it says that that's an ability. It's a long arm. I don't really know what that means. And I can attack without leaving defense. But
Okay. So yeah, you can just go ahead and make like a regular attack. Normally you wouldn't be able to if you were in defense.
Okay. I critically failed.
Okay. So you go out to bash at this thing, and it grabs onto your shield and is going to take sort of like an attack of opportunity at you. Roll vigor defense.
I got a 1.
All right, so it reaches over the thing and claws at your face, sort of like getting you across the brim, giving you a big scratch for a point of damage. And the venom, like in the claws of this thing, immediately starts to cause your face to swell up, and like specifically around your eyes. Your eyes are like swelling shut, basically, and you're finding it a little bit hard to breathe. You cannot really see very well anymore, so you're got some vision penalty right now. We're going to move to Effie.
Okay. Sorry. I don't know what happened with my voice. I have to get going to bed here pretty soon.
Yeah, we'll
Just
wrap it
heads
up.
But I'm going. Okay. Yeah. Let's just try it again. I once again am going to try to stab the Lizzie that I am engaged with.
All right, go for it. Oppose vigor. So just to remind, give me 2 actions that you're going to do.
I'm gonna stab him, and then
you can stab him twice.
I'm gonna stab him. And I'm gonna stab him again.
All right. So let's go ahead and roll those both off. I got a 1 and a 3.
I got a 2 and a 2.
All right. So 1 hit on that. This Lizzie takes another strike and is well wounded at this point. Vincent, it's your turn.
I'm gonna command my my skeleton to help Craig tear down that tower.
With both of its actions, or just with one?
Yeah, with both of its actions.
All right. The skeleton and Craig working together quickly dismantle the rest of this tower, and it crumbles down in on itself, and sort of, is just a big flaming mess.
Probably would have been built better if they had a proper union.
All right, Alka, it's your turn. You're muted.
Clarifying question: is it an action to put down my firebrand or put away my firebrand?
No.
Okay, so I'm putting away my firebrand. I'm loading my bow, and then my second action will be I have Deadeye. I'm going to try to shoot the Lizzie in the water right next to me, and because I know that it's got susceptible eyes after that one got its eyes like pushed in, so I'm aiming for the eyeballs.
Okay, so roll a grace check opposed to my vigor. You have successfully targeted, but not hit.
So my Deadeye doesn't make me hit?
Your Deadeye makes you automatically target.
Got it. Okay, sorry.
So you don't have to roll to engage, like to target. Yeah.
Okay.
So now you roll a grace dice.
I got a 3.
All right, so you fire into the water and strike this thing, perhaps in its eye. You can't tell. And so you obviously made a hit there. Bippers, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna run up to the other structure, the one that it really hasn't been inspected yet.
All right, so you cross through. It's kind of a congested group, and you get up to the base of this other tower. And go ahead and make a vision check for me.
Ah, 7.
Okay.
Wait, no, that's right.
Yeah, through the dark bars, you can't really see much inside the structure. And we move on to Craig.
Okay, so we've had one pop back up, and the other 2 really haven't done anything, but I don't know that. Yeah, I'm gonna go run over with Bippers and go look at that other tower real quick.
All right, so you
Maybe
run
my
over
eye can check
to
it
this
out.
other tower, and you're going to use your mist.
Sure, yeah, let's do that.
All right, so you shoot your mist into this tower. It wraps around and up and through, and you have this sort of vague Daredevil-esque sense of everything that's going on inside of this tower. And what you see there catches you by surprise. And that's where we'll cliffhang for next time.
Ooh.
And we'll do one quick one around the horn. Let's start with you, Craig.
Well, what's this doing here?
All right, Vincent.
These Lizzies reek, but I've smelled worse.
And Alka.
The back of my knee is in throbbing pain. My hands are burning, but I'm still pumped from that dwarf song and from Craig, pumping me up earlier. So I'm ready to continue this fight.
All right. And Caitlin, or excuse me, Effie.
I need to learn some new skills because I did not contribute much to that battle. I had a success rate of 33%. Yeah, that's all.
All right, Lord Yennick.
Ah, my eyes.
Constable Bippers.
Man, I don't know what smells better or worse down here. The smell of these Lizzies or the smell of their skin burning from the giant laser I shot through them.
And road killers, here, they've come to our home. Murderers, none shall live. And with that, thanks for playing, everybody. Have a great night, and maybe I'll see you next Thursday.
Thanks,
Right.
Wood.
Yeah,
Great
sounds
game.
good. Thank you. That was awesome.
Bye.
Thanks,
Bye,
guys.
everyone.
Be well. Be well.
Peace.
See ya.